I like to get up really early each day. Why is that? And also, can you benefit from getting up really early each day? Well, before we get into it, I want you to think about when you personally prefer to be up. Do you prefer to get up early in the morning? Or do you prefer to get up a little bit later, sleep in, and then stay up late at night? I think a lot of you that are watching this, a lot of you that are listening to this are probably in the latter group. You prefer to stay up at night. Now, if you're familiar with melatonin, the substance that our brain releases when it gets dark, you'll know just that. When it gets dark, our brain releases melatonin, a substance that regulates our sleep. So naturally, if you go to sleep at night, you get more restful sleep. So why would we want to stay up at night? Why is it that we naturally tend to want to stay up late if we're hardwired to sleep better at night? That doesn't make much sense, does it? Well, it actually does. I want you to think about the layout of your day right now. What do you do in the first few hours after you wake up? What do you do throughout the middle of the day? What do you do in the evening? And what do you do at night? If you go through a typical day, then you'll probably notice something. For the majority of people, the bulk of our work occurs during the morning, the afternoon, and maybe the early evening. And then after that, that's our time off. That's when we unwind. That's when we, relax in front of the TV. That's when we have a beer. That's when we go out with friends. That's when we play video games. Whatever it is that we personally do to relax. We tend to do that in the evening or at night once we've gotten all of our work out of the way, once we've come home from work, once we've come home from school. So the evening and night tend to be associated with relaxation. So if you're up and you're relaxing and you're playing a video game and you're really enjoying it, then naturally you don't want to go to bed right now. You want to play a little bit longer, have an extra half an hour playing that video game tonight. Or maybe you're out with friends and you want to spend an extra couple of hours out with your friends. Basically, we want to stay up late because that is our fun time and we want to prolong that fun time. We would rather spend, 90% of our day having fun and only 10% of it working if possible. And for a lot of us, we're just prolonging our procrastination time, really. So what happens when you switch that around and you get up early and you go to bed early? Well, in the morning, you can't procrastinate as much. Most people are asleep, so you can't be hanging out with half of your friends. You're probably not going to have a beer at 4 in the morning before you go to work. You're probably not going to get caught up playing an RPG that you normally, invest 5 hours into if you know that you have to get to work in, 2 or 3 hours. On top of that, in the morning, you're your most fresh. So it's the best time to get things done. So if you basically frame your day so that you get more time in the morning and less time at night, you have more potential time in which to be productive and you're more likely to be productive. And I've observed this time and time again myself. My sleep pattern tends to get out of whack very easily. I have some insomnia issues and sleep issues and so on. And so every couple of months, every 2 to 3 months, I have to fix my sleep pattern again. It gets to the point where I'm going to sleep at 5 or 6 in the morning and then I have to fix it again. And I just recently fixed it again. And just over the period of going from 5 or 6 a.m. sleep times to getting up at 4 a.m., the difference is unreal. And it always is every single time that I fix it. The difference is unreal. I go from, very unproductive to extremely productive practically overnight. Now, that doesn't mean that this is for everyone. Some people do actually work really well at night. But ask yourself the honest question, which hours of your day are the most productive? Do you spend, 8 p.m. to 3 in the morning working? Or do you spend it browsing Reddit and Facebook? If you want to be more productive, then try and arrange your day so that you have more of those most productive hours and less of those procrastination hours. And for me, and for a lot of people, the most productive hours are going to be those early morning hours when there are no distractions. So if you get up early, you will simply get more done. Now, while we're on the subject of getting more done, I think that all of us here can accomplish a lot of really awesome things. I think that often we set our expectations for ourselves too low. We don't really conceive what we could actually achieve if we put our minds to it. And so I've put a course together that essentially helps you set some really good goals, work towards them, overcome any obstacles in the way, and become a person who is capable of achieving things they never even dreamed of in the past. It's called Hard is the New Easy, and you can find a link to it in the top right hand corner or down in the description below. Anyway, thank you for watching. Make sure you subscribe for more videos like this. Enable notifications so you actually see each video when it comes out. Check my Patreon page if you want to support the channel. And if you want to keep watching, pick one of the videos on screen, go watch that, and I'll see you soon. Take care.